We might be in an infinite time loop because I seem to have not yet written down the segue to this next part.
Yeah,
You never had one.
Segue-less week.
We're in a sequinox, like a paradox.
That's it. That is now our new holiday. Happy Sequinox.
Y'all better off realising there's nothing that y'all could do with me. All I ever ask is keep it 8 more than 92 with me 100. Welcome to a very special episode of the Unmonetisables, the official podcast of the FAWK Chronicles, the dumbest search for intelligence in the galaxy, and steps us a podcast to the Indi Scots network podcast, Scots with Soul. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me, through no choice of their own, are Dr. Darkside.
Coffee and a loaf.
Don't say a loaf. Grandmaster Tech.
I hope you're not pinching that loaf.
And very special guest, as always, Gingpin.
Happening.
That intro, that's what's happening.
Don't know what to say.
Well, we made it, lads. We're in the 100 club. Huh?
I feel old already.
100 subs on YouTube. And we've now got the official www.youtube.tv.com slash
How about I do it since
uppercase
you just
T-H-E, uppercase F-A-W-K,
clearly
lowercase
the captain
C,
is not very good at
HR.
any technological shit. So we'll just let it's www.youtube.com/c/the FAWK Chronicles.
Is it that easy?
It's
that
exactly that
Very
easy.
easy.
That's the reward we get.
Yeah,
Is that all?
we got a web address.
Do we not get like something to put on the wall or anything? No.
What do you want
We
to
could put you on the wall.
Ew.
That did sound actually worse than it. It's in my head. No, that's just wrong.
If you're unaware, folks, this is the only show in the galaxy that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture, aka the trending tat of the week. And heading us off at the top, let there be peace, as Jake Paul and Faze Banks
Was this your
shake hands and do a collab.
Was this your intro? Oh, it had to be Jake, but it had
That's
to be
not
one.
my intro.
It had to be one of the Paul brothers, and it had to be Faze someday. What? Is it not? Is KSI not involved or no?
No, not this time. Not this
No,
time.
okay.
But after Jake Paul having accused Faze Banks of assaulting his assistant in the past, Faze Banks banging Jake Paul's ex, they said it was a huge weight off Faze and his bird's shoulders.
Fucking manufactured drama.
Faked a beef where they fought, like met each other up in the street and were going to square off.
Fake beef.
And then randomly done a quick draw fucking rock, paper, scissors. And then literally walked off into the sunset holding hands.
The Coronation Street's more realistic.
Nah, Jake Paul, I don't like him. He's this seedy, creepy. We see by the time he's 40, he'll be in jail for rape.
He is 40.
Like,
Well, it's funny you should say that, but no. His party, a big mansion party, there's a bunch of date rape dogs kicking about.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a rapey.
Yeah.
He's fucking got the look.
I think you give it 20.
He's got the look.
Right, I don't.
You give it 10 or 20 years and there was going to be lasses coming out all over the woodwork, like, oh, he touched me, I don't. Oh.
Nah, he's basically just the white version of Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
This is all like speculation, but okay.
Well, aye, but you can just see it.
You can just see it.
I don't like Logan. Is
You're
it
like one
Logan
of the
Paul?
bald little fucking gelfling children at fucking Minority Report, just bathing in water, seeing things in your vision tank. What the fuck?
That sounds like a Saturday
Well,
night.
for legal reasons, we have to say that this is all just our opinion.
It's
It's all just his opinion.
my opinion. Aye. But that's just what I think, you know.
I think it's kind of funny because I mean, what are we going to call them, like Fake Paul or Jays Banks? I don't know. You know, it's interesting, kind of.
You just shouldn't bring them up in a collection of news stories because it's not really news.
Well, like, would you forgive somebody if they like pure accused you of assaulting a lassie?
You never hit a woman though.
Well,
No,
that's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying if
Exactly.
someone falsely accused you of having, because it's widely believed.
Accused.
that he was
Yeah,
accused.
accused.
Well, it's never been proven that he did.
He knows that it never happened. It's all just.
Well, would you shake hands with someone that abused a lassie? One of your pals. Abused one of your lassie pals?
No, I deliberately distanced myself from somebody who said that they hit a lassie. It's just like no. So no.
But also, you've got that
So no.
That's a long way
problem
round.
way. If somebody's been accused, like you've got that sentiment now. You're like, would I shake the hand? Being accused, no proven until guilty, but you've still got to do it.
Yeah,
You know what I do in case.
yeah, it's the whole
he
Me
does
Too
get-
thing. Like, do you believe that or not? Or
You didn't want to say, "Oh, I'll shake your hand," and then it is.
but then you're the bad guy if you don't believe it. You gotta believe whatever any lassie says happened to them. Controversial.
But it's touchy
That is
subject,
just-
but
yeah.
Well,
Don't say touchy subject.
don't know how long that'll last. How long till fake Paul and Jay's banks split. But speaking of breakups, ProJared's divorce and expose was pretty public and prolific.
Okay, this is really definitely the trending tat of the week.
This is
Oh,
the
yeah,
like, hit
this is
on
the
that
trending
tat.
gutter of the week.
Trending
full on, though.
gutter, yeah.
Full on.
who?
ProJared.
Exactly.
You don't have to put your hand up, Gingpin. It's okay. All questions are welcome here. ProJared, I didn't really know, but he was part of like the whole kind of Game Grumps, kind of bigger gamer YouTuber, mid-tier, so, you know, umpteen million, couple of million here,
And he spun off
there.
into oblivion.
Well, he spun off onto some other chick, apparently, whilst he was with his wife. And but he posted up this divorce announcement. This proper wee divorce announcement.
Is that the guy with the glasses, the sunglasses, and the big tash?
No, it's just
I'm thinking doctor somebody.
Dr. Disrespect.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he was the previous one. He gets a pass because he's managed to salvage his marriage and stuff now, apparently.
That's
So,
good.
but this boy actually posted up his divorce tweet, and then the wife dragged the fuck out of him. Like, no, actually, I found the old phone with all your fucking pictures of you shagging this slag over here, who has a man, by the way. And all these nudes just leaked on the net. And like Sailor Moon girl cosplay and like Captain America skirts and shit with his dong out. My father's been chatting up minors and stuff.
Why
Since back in the day.
Why do people feel intent on drying all their fucking dirty laundry in public like that? It's just like, why? Like, have some private life, man.
She said she was going to keep it
Shit
private or
yourself.
whatever. She was the fucking bother, but then he went and splattered her Twitter, and so she was like, "Nah, he was abusive and he was cheating," and she's got the fucking receipts to prove it.
No,
Well,
Fair play.
this almost goes along the same lines as the fucking Austin Jones bloody shit.
Oh.
Well, it's close because I mean, there's been 16-year-olds. I don't usually like to speculate on the whole hashtag Me Too and minors type stuff. But there's so much come out with like the nudes and folk coming forward and saying, "Oh yeah, he was trying to chat me up. Yeah, he was inappropriate with me. X, Y, Z."
The Austin Jones thing. The news this week, what, he got 10 years?
Yeah, you got 10 years for...
That was this week. It was last week. Keep up, Darkside.
Last week?
last week is this week,
No, it's
Exactly
not.
the same
We're not in
week.
a fucking infinite time loop, okay?
that you know of.
Anymore, but well, we might be in an infinite time loop because I seem to have not yet written down the segue to this next part.
Yeah,
You never had one.
We're in a fucking
Segwayless week.
We're in a seguinox, like a paradox. We've got a
Seguinox.
segue.
That's it. That is now our new holiday. Happy Seguinox. Yes.
I apologise. On the topic of apologies.
Wait, you apologise for something?
That's got his apology.
It must be the
I told you I
Seguinox.
hadn't got there yet.
That's a segception. There's like a...
That just sounds like, what was that, like contraception, but it's a sexception.
So as we talked
What?
about on a previous episode, yonder back on the Unmonetisables here,
Did you just say yonder?
there's a guy who's almost like the human personification of the comic book guy from The Simpsons, except not as fat and probably a lot more funny. Now, he's on the whole sort of anti-SJW in games kind of chat, but more so anti-bad media and bad fucking representation kind of shit.
Yeah, fair
Long
enough.
story short, he went to a fucking tabletop convention, gaming con, and some boy had been tweeting, "Anybody who disagrees with Anita Sarkeesian, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight him." And Anita Sarkeesian is famously known as the SJW gamer kind of chick, you know,
So,
bringing up all
yeah.
the awkward
This
shit
guy
in gaming.
opens his big fucking mouth.
Well, no, this guy never even opened his fucking mouth. He was quietly drinking at a pub with one of the fucking sons, owners of said convention, outside said convention, and this guy came up from behind him and was like, "You Jeremy from the quartering?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, buddy, what's happening?" And just started violently attacking him like a fucking pug. Like, yeah, punch me a Nazi. And ran away. So, long story short, he managed to get fucking a huge Patreon donation. The internet hunted down who exactly the motherfucker was, got his job yoinked.
See,
tell
this is why
everybody.
you don't want to be internet famous, man.
But he got him through some sort of court agreement or some shit, some sort of civil action. He had to film an apology. And it was brilliant.
What is with this film?
Just like,
What's he apologising for?
for fucking punching him. For
All right.
No,
Why don't you just say
the other
fucking
dude was
you deserve
apologising.
it? If you've already been jailed or charged or
he's not been
fined,
jailed. Basically, he's took up to court over it, and he's part of his plea agreement would have been, okay, I'll accept compensation and an apology instead of pressing full charges so as you get fucking time for it or get, you know, a bigger fine.
But if you've got to film an apology, like,
But it's
both
fine,
hands
man.
behind the back, like, I've got them crossed.
He
Like,
practically he
Hold
kind
my
of sniggered when
gunpoint
he
to the edge
started
of a
it.
cliff, you know.
He kind of sniggered when he
Apologise
started
now.
it, but it was just funnier that this boy, the quarter, and he's been fucking, you know, quite quiet about it in recent time. But when it first happened, he was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting punched for being a Nazi, and I'm not a Nazi."
This
It was like,
dude's
that's
gonna
not the order.
This dude's gonna have PTSD. He'll
Right.
not be able to go anywhere without wincing.
Well, the worst
like
thing is,
checking
both
behind
of them
him.
got fucking banned for the convention. It wasn't his fault. And at the start of the video, he's recorded. He's just like, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a very special episode for you today." He's just smirking like fuck it. He just plays the video. And he reads his
Content.
retort
Hashtag
type
content.
thing. But yeah, it was good, man. I was getting chuffed for him. Just to we'll keep up to date with previous stories.
Chuffed
here.
for getting the shit beaten out of him.
Like,
chuffed.
listen, it's good to hear that some folk can apologise, but someone who won't be apologising is Papa Bless, as H3H3 takes on Trisha Paytas.
Who's Trisha Paytas? Remind us.
Keep up, Darkside. Jesus, we've talked about Trisha Paytas.
Like,
It's
and
the
I
best talk in the
obviously
world.
know I'm just playing the part. The audience that doesn't know.
Fucking,
And the
yeah,
audience
somebody's
that
got
doesn't
to-
care.
don't want to think about you playing any part. Thank you very much, sir. But well, H3H3 dropped his new video where he's basically fat shaming half Instagram.
Is he?
Yeah.
He can talk. Nah, that's obviously.
Oh,
But it's
oh.
okay because I'm fat.
Aye, now you're getting into it.
Well, fuck him. I'm sorry, right? He makes a valid point where he's going, look, Instagram's just not real. And these women aren't real because this is what they look like in real. But then he keeps going and calls Tana Montague a fucking manatee, and then starts showing pictures of fucking Trisha Paytas when she was younger and skinnier, and showing her now she's older with like no makeup on, taking double chin selfies. And he's like, look, it's not the same woman. You're like,
See, once you go down that
fucking
road,
yuck, man.
that shows that you're out of content. You're out of stuff to really say.
Yeah.
Because all you can really do is like
state the obvious.
scrounge some attention from creating that fucking beef. There's no point. Like, why?
Don't say creating.
You can't
that
punch
beef.
down all the time like that. It's
Well,
really
he's straight up fucking firing in about Trisha, who is Trisha. She just fires the fuck back. Fastest mouth in the motherfucking world. Literally, like, owns a Guinness World Record for being the fastest speaker and shit talker, professional shit talker when it comes to this sort of shit. So she
Guinness World
fires
Record
back,
for that.
starts firing into healer. Say, straight up, man. She's it's fucking really weird when you hear her talking. You can't quite make it out, but you know she's actually speaking. It's straight up, just like
It's like
sped
you're
up.
insulting me somehow. I don't know how, but
It
I
stays
know
the same
you are.
tone, but it is going twice as fast, like going fucking, dual speed. But she fired in about healer, telling her fucking divorce him and don't raise your way to be an arsehole like him, kind of shit. So
Yeah, they're on the rocks of the beach of no content. I think
I think
So
that's
there's
what
a
happens
song
when you
there
do a
somewhere.
podcast like that, when your fucking main content is just singular hits that everybody looks up to, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
they're a victim of own success in a way.
Mm.
Feels like.
Fuck them. Moving on. My favourite part of the show, Scaries and Lines.
Where you get to pass the
That's
buck.
it. Pass the buck. Oh, kick my feet up. On technically, as we're recording this, hashtag National Buckfast Day.
Yeah.
And streaming
We
live
know
on
Buck-
Gingpin's
Is there no
Facebook.
Buckfast related stories?
So, you got any chat in there? You got chat on your phone? People have said hi and you've said nothing back.
No, I need to say it. I'm not letting it interrupt.
They said, we can't hear anything.
I'm not letting it interrupt. But I'm going to fucking
Oh,
crack this.
got a wee crack.
Ah, the crack worked this time. It didn't just spin.
I don't have a Buckfaster, but I've got a drink related story. Texas bartender charged for serving gunman before mass shooting. Yes, a Texas bartender who served a man the night he shot his estranged wife and 7 others in 2017 has been charged with criminal negligence.
Why? How?
But apparently it's something to do with a state alcohol laws prohibiting selling to an intoxicated or insane person. So there you go. Because the person was insane. This female bartender called Lindsay Glass. No pun, I don't think. Is now she faces a year in jail, a $500 fine, or both.
Nah, she'll just get a fine.
Hey.
She should just get a fine. That's fucked up.
Hey, how is
Unless
she
he was
know?
like, clearly fucking plying somebody with drink they just shouldn't be drinking.
Maybe he was like loading his gun at the bar or something.
I'm gonna hold it. Plug this in my wife. Have another one.
Another drink related. Let people smoke, drink, and eat red meat. Norwegian health minister says. Norway.
Whoa, words. Say that again, please.
Let people smoke, drink, and eat red meat. Norwegian health minister said.
All I heard was let people smoke, drink, eat. Norwegian health minister. I was like, whoa.
Norway's newly
bitch.
Norway's newly appointed health minister has caused controversy by saying people should be allowed to eat, smoke, and drink as much as they want.
What's that going to do with red meat?
Because red meat is bad for your health in large doses.
Yeah,
you smoke red meat,
carcinogenic, man.
But have you never had smoked meat, man?
No.
Smoked meat's fucking
Is this
tasty.
some like weird sexual fucking pun I'm no picking up on here?
You're just not in the
analyse
crowd.
fucking
Yeah.
LGBTQ &I fucking references, please.
FAWK just sent me a message to say, shut up, Priv, and get on with
it. Critic said she knows nothing about health.
What?
So,
it's mental
Controversial.
health.
Nothing of health.
You know, if I want to smoke or drink or eat red meat, then
Yeah,
it causes you more mental distress trying to fit in with the legalities or health concerns of a nation than it is to go, I'm going to have a steak.
Alright. See, I drink and smoke. I know I'm fucking going to die either one of them in the next 20 years.
yeah, so you're being allowed to enjoy yourself.
But then again, I could be
you still
that
can.
prick sitting 92-year-old who's drank more than everybody, still alive, hating the fucking world. Like, I probably would have died earlier if I didn't drink or smoke. Just one of these things.
Just luck of the draw, mate. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Roll of the die.
Roll of the die.
Oh, that was fucking terrible, mate.
So the main stories of the week are the coffee cup.
What are you talking
the coffee
about?
cup. The coffee cup, dude.
With the fucking coffee cup.
What?
Ooh, the coffee cup.
Starbucks,
See, look,
go
he
to
doesn't know.
Starbucks,
He
go to
doesn't know.
Oh, Game of
Starbucks,
Thrones.
go to
Aye.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
They could have edited that out.
Starbucks got an estimated $2.3 billion in free advertising from Game of Thrones gaff when it wasn't even their cup.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a cup. It was just a.
It's just like synonymous
just
you
looked
are
like-
with coffee.
It looked like one of their cups sitting on the table in the scene, and since the production companies deleted it,
Yeah.
which makes me wonder if it even existed in the first place.
It probably
Was
did.
it a CG cup?
You know
They
what?
just put it in there.
It's
You
a
know
really
what?
good advertising campaign.
Aye,
It
but
was like tweeting for loads of accounts saying, "Did
Yeah.
you see the cup?
But kind of
Oh
worst
no,
thing,
I've deleted it now."
kind of worst thing about it is the fact that even if it was just a cup that looked kind of similar to one of them, right? And nothing wrong with that. And then everybody goes, "Oh my god, look, there's a fucking cup there. Like, check that out." And then millions of people are suddenly like, "Oh yeah, we see that cup." And then the company turns around and goes, "Yeah, you've got one of your cups in your scene." Going, "Do you need to pay us now for having one of your cups in your scene?" So they're like, "Editors."
It's like some kind of
Erase the cup.
Did one of the cast members know, and they were doing a big group scene, he was sitting holding his coffee?
It's easy to have the cup.
it's happened
Yeah.
before apparently. So yeah.
Is that, what's that old Egyptian film, Cleopatra? And the guy had a Rolex watch. And Roman era. He forgot to take his Rolex off. It's just sitting there zoomed
It's
in.
funny
There's
when
a
you
scene-
spot that shit.
There's a
Like,
scene in Troy, like a fucking Boeing 747 with the background, just the way up the sky.
Braveheart had
Something
a
in the
few. There's a
holiday.
white van in the background.
white van, wearing trainers.
It's like
And
Braveheart or Robin Hood or something. Somebody walking past wearing jeans.
Yeah, Braveheart.
I would have been Braveheart.
Exactly. Braveheart was riddled with that shit. There was a guy wearing trainers in the middle of the battle scene.
Yeah.
I'm sure Spider-Man as well, they had
Yeah.
cornered off the American streets and you just seen the crowdy people in the background. But didn't edit them out, you just that wee split bit, there's like 3,000 folk like blocked off, just
Probably raging that they couldn't get their donuts and coffee.
I'd be fucking saying I want some money, I was in that film.
Talking about wanting some money,
Oh.
Facebook sues new firm over data misuse.
Yeah, this is supposed to be
anybody wanna
another.
laugh?
This is supposed to be another Cambridge Analytica on the horizon.
Does anybody else want to laugh?
No,
Because I feel this overwhelming urge to piss myself laughing.
Who cares? Give Facebook my life. Just come on.
Facebook's got my
Plug
life.
into me.
It's not Facebook, it's a new firm.
Zuckerberg.
It's Facebook soon, a new company that's stealing data.
Facebook's
Oh, but
suing a company.
They've
that-
given them the
Yes.
access to the
Now
data.
Now you understand why I want to laugh.
That's just.
This
Aye,
is
but
like
we're
this,
giving Facebook-
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
there it goes.
The Facebook live stream is
Damn, that's one way to cut the transmission.
It's limited availability. But on the subject of Facebook, I can't believe this story. I don't know what this means. Facebook auto-generated extremist video.
Oh yeah,
Facebook
totally.
has been accused of auto-generating extremist content, including a celebratory jihadist video and a business page for Al Qaeda.
No.
Surely that's made up, right?
So, something's telling me that the BBC are auto-generating stories.
Oh, it's still live.
Make sure you don't
Just
point
say-
it in my face.
I just don't know what to make of that story. It sounds made up. A bit like this story. This story's got to be made up. Women's surprise at Kingsmill loaf, and Kingsmill is now trending on Twitter. Women's surprise at Kingsmill loaf full of bread crusts. Basically, it's a loaf full of enders.
They're always trying not.
Oh, the amount of soup you would go through.
Yeah, they're trying not
Keep
to
you alive
waste
for a
bread.
fucking year. Just
But
Enders
there's,
are the best.
there's so many puns
Aye,
in
for
the
soup, aye.
Mother's pride.
A good bit of buttery toast with an end
so,
of it.
so many terrible puns in this article.
I used to hate them when
Crumbs,
they called them heels.
crumbs is what Tamia Ganji might have said when she noticed the loaf had gone awry. A confused crustomer opened a loaf of bread only to find the bag was full of crusts. And you just look at it, it's like, no way, she's taken a picture of the loaf open in her kitchen. Maybe if it was like closed in the shop, maybe I'd buy it. Like, but
When did this happen? Back in Easter?
oh, you should be working for them, man.
Come on.
Nobody can see this
We
on
can do
stream,
better.
but there's at least half the ship right now is just staring at
Man,
privilege.
someone's gonna get toasted for that mistake.
Go and land, away and land Butterside down, pal.
That would leave me in pieces.
You know what? I'm actually going to give you props for trying. Like,
I'm gonna slice you if
Better
you
than all
carry
y'all.
on
Keep
anymore.
going with this shit, huh? No one. No one could touch
I don't
my
know if
endy
we're
bits.
It's saying live, but it's no, and it's no loading up. Barry Murdoch, are you
think
watching?
The universe is trying to tell you something, I think.
that we're only quasi alive. Quasi alive. Yeah.
What do
I
you
can't
mean,
stop it.
though?
Right, we're quite done with that.
Moving on from that story.
I don't know if I
them
should bring that one up.
Don't be such a heel.
Here's it.
Hey, bet.
More than 500 hours of content are now being uploaded to YouTube every minute.
And about 499 minutes of content are also being removed from YouTube every minute.
Probably. That's ridiculous.
Delete.
It's
Copy
just,
strike,
it's
copy
going,
strike.
there should be a picture, a file on one side, the YouTube logo on the top, and a shredder on the right.
It would take you 82.2 years to watch all the video that's uploaded to YouTube every day.
I don't trust that number. They can't calculate it if
What?
500
It's
I know,
obviously an
because you
estimate.
just
You
finish
can't.
that sentence, I would say
Totally.
there's an extra 3 hours as going.
Exactly.
It's just bullshit.
There's 500 every minute, but it's going to take you 82 odd years to watch all the content. Well,
It's insane. I don't believe it. Like how they can't build servers fast enough. Surely, like that's. Imagine
many
imagine
videos?
the server farm you
like, how many videos can you actually find when they do proper searches? You get like 2 pages or something like that. So it's clearly videos that are previous to a certain point or popularity are just invisible.
I think
They're like
the
sitting in a
moon is one
void.
big supercomputer. That's who store it all.
The moon.
it's gotta be.
That does
The
sound
moon's
like an
just granite.
awesome name. Yeah.
It's just cheese and
Granite,
granite.
aye. It's, like, even my boss doesn't believe. Like, he thinks that's no the amount.
It's just a big, massive floating projection. You know,
Oh my God.
the moon no longer exists. Somebody just
It'd be
launched
funny
a
if you-
giant sheet in it.
Like they said on the sign outside a certain runabout in the local vicinity that we were hovering about yesterday. flat ether.
This was great. It was the flat Earth is real. The usual
But they
tags that
can't
you see.
spell
Earth was spelled EARTHT.
Earthed.
Oh no, what was it? ERTHT.
EATH.
T. Yeah, that was it. Aye.
F-
They missed the R.
It's like education with a shun.
Totally.
East is flat.
There's so much.
Flat
I mean,
east is real.
I almost
Flat
crashed the
East
car when I
Israel.
saw that because I was actually pissing myself laughing. I couldn't
You mean
believe
the
it.
shuttle?
No, well, yeah, it's made out of a
The
car.
dune buggy. The invisible dune buggy. Oh, did you get a copy strike? On
No.
your Facebook?
We've been banned.
Yeah.
Your channel does not meet our updated eligible blah 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 blah. Whatever that word is.
That's short for being banned.
Yeah,
No, my phone's just shite.
Alright.
I was going to say
Facebook was cracking
they've
down.
updated the TOS to say no drinking, no drugs, no sexual activity.
Zuckerberg heard us
no
slag him
living.
2 seconds ago and he's
Aye,
yoinked the
that's what
fucking
it
feed.
is. Ah, they're talking about my Facebook story that's on the BBC. Cut that channel.
All these big execs, man.
So Bezos is the guy behind Amazon is taking us to the
You
moon.
mean speaking of big execs?
No, he's not a big exec. He's a bald
Jeff
exec.
Bezos isn't a big exec.
He's quite small actually. I think he's like 5 foot something. Look at him.
We don't fucking hate
He's
shit
only
here.
halfway up that
Okay.
picture. Look.
He's like halfway up the picture.
He's
You weren't fucking sniped by an Amazon drone, the more.
he's done a private
Sniped by a kidney.
unveiling of the new moon lander that he's created called
You-
Blue Moon.
You know why he's wanted to do this? So he can be one of the first people to set up an Amazon warehouse on the moon and just launch parcels at people's front doorsteps.
Blue Moon sounds like a burlesque club.
What he says is that the Earth won't be habitable. That we don't have the energy and resources to maintain the growing population on Earth, and so we're going to have to move to another
The moon
body.
that doesn't have any oxygen or
Well,
resources.
they have water.
Human-
That's why he's going to the South
Humans
Pole.
will forever be around. Whether it be 7 billion as they know, or
Yeah, we're like
20,000.
we're like a bad case of herpes. You might be able to
Oh,
get
we
rid of
will.
it. 99% gone, but that 1% keeps living on.
aye,
You know?
we are that advanced. There'll be stuff there invented we don't know. There probably is somebody fucking up there. That's why it's always cloudy in Scotland, because there are alien fights behind there. You know, we should be living like Jamaica, but nah, governments just pick clouds there.
That would, you know what? That would be the best thing if that was actually the proper reason as to why Scotland is so shit for weather. We were hiding the moon from you. See that day where your electricity went out? Yeah, it's because we got hit by an EMP.
That's
You
no
know?
Thunder Lightning,
No.
mate. That's Star Wars fucking episode 12 happening above your skull.
I think like even your Star Trek thing will happen. At some point.
Eventually,
There was
yeah.
a site that I'm going back 10, 15 years ago. There was a site.
You've just joined the Starfleet, man.
Me.
This stuff.
I'm sitting here like,
This has been your fucking
where's
test.
my jacket and my badge? No,
It's in the mail.
There was this thing about it was top heads of intelligence and all different genres of jobs, and they were predicting the future, and it actually predicted that Scotland would have voted no. And the political thing, that's what got me interested. And this has gone back, I think they had this page for like the early 90s, and they were like, Scotland will get a vote. There'd been a bloodshed kind of thing, and this other amazing stuff. And I
They're
can
reading
never-
tea leaves, or they've got an octopus that can like decide for the
Predict
future or something.
Well, there's that one that predicted the World Cup. But no, this full page, he just, everything people got to be in
fuck?
12,000 years and that, but that was the thing. They said before 2020 Scotland will do,
A second referendum.
no, well the first one.
Oh, the first one,
Like,
yeah.
nobody expected this, and it came out the point. They predicted so many things in the 90s as well, it was coming up with the future and that.
What
But they were also
website
saying
says?
like 20,000.
Did they tell you like what football team's going to win and stuff,
No.
or what horse is going to win? No.
When,
This
as
was
soon
just
as
all
you bet on
it's
it,
going to be like,
it's going to be the
it was
opposite result.
Fucking cool. It was hanging,
What
this
happens
is like,
next then?
I've no idea. This is page, I've seen this 10, 15 years ago, and I can never find it again. It was just loads of intelligent people around the world that they weren't. It wasn't like we can predict the future. It was the way humanity's going, and if
Okay,
humanity's
okay.
going this
You know
way.
what?
But the thing that interested me was these are all around the world. and they mentioned about Scotland getting this fucking independence vote. They said there'll be a simple vote for it, but Scotland will vote no.
But I suppose
that's what got me. I'm like, I read this like 10-15 years ago, roughly when the referendum thing started.
Was the page titled CIA by any chance?
I've never been able to find that again. I don't know how I found it. Yeah. I was probably sitting in bloody Colin's house one day. Oh, fucking links and that, but honestly,
some of the CIA page. Yeah.
Some of the things they were just saying, if they were going this way and losing these resources, here's what humanity technically should do.
The Queen's shopping list for the world.
Amazing. Link in bio.
Link in bio. Yeah.
So yeah, another story that kind of tells you where we're headed. Microsoft Word AI to improve writing. So the future of writing is at our fingertips. A new feature in Microsoft Word aims to help improve writing beyond the usual grammar fixes. Using artificial intelligence, ideas will suggest rewrites for clunky ideas must be the name of part of it. Will suggest rewrites for clunky sentences as well as changes to make sure language is gender inclusive.
Yeah. I like the way you did that. You just like nodded.
Give it eye contact.
Very quiet.
Excited
that prolonged eye contact is a little
you talk
bit
about
creepy.
this all the time. You've got a fetish for machines telling you what to do.
I'd love a machine to tell me what to do.
What? What did you look at me for?
Tell me to do something and watch them squirm.
I'd love a machine to tell me what to do. Get your fucking act together. Oh, that was not what I was wanting, but okay.
I was watching
Play in your room.
a Joe Rogan interview with like a futurist kind of guy last night, and he was talking about like the future. Like he says, in a few years, half of the text on the internet will be written by computers, and eventually he sees a future where you won't be able to trust what's on the internet.
Nah.
Between the deepfakes thing that I was talking about last week and this AI writing, like you're not gonna know what's.
Why would you talk to a futurist about something so boring? Like you're saying, why would you not ask him like, well, who's going to win the fucking World Cup? What's
the lottery numbers? But these people, see your psychics and your future ones, like you could be a millionaire, but there's something, we don't do it for the money. I'm like, oh, fucking.
No, you do it for the money. You just don't want anybody else to do it for the money.
There was one guy, he said his mate's mom used to be able to predict the future, and she'd done the lottery. They were at dinner, apparently. They were at dinner, and she went like that bit of paper, wrote down the numbers, stuck them on the table, and like 2 minutes later, the lottery came on. All the numbers came up.
No way.
And I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah.
That's like the enders in the loaf, man.
There's some people out there, I would say,
she's just collecting a bunch of Andy bits and stuff them all in a bag.
It's probably last week's pre-recording, but I do believe there is folk there who's got to sell a book. 5-10 seconds.
She's going to sell bookends.
She's going to sell the
Healy shaped bookends.
All the stimuli in the area just kind of converges into one little moment, and you're like, oh, clarity. I know what's going to happen.
I do believe it's like 5 seconds.
Hats made of breed.
So we're having two totally separate conversations here.
Sorry, audience people. Right, this is right. Tell me what's going on here, because I don't understand this. Botswana gives leaders.
I give up.
No, I haven't finished yet. You need to wait till I finish.
I know. No, I
don't. You don't understand the rules, right? Wait till I finish. Botswana gives leaders stools made from elephant feet, right? Wait for it. Stools made from elephant feet have been presented to three African leaders by their host in Botswana during a meeting on the future of mammals. President, I'm not even going to pronounce his name because it'll appear racist. President such and such.
Let me say it.
Handed over the gifts covered in a blue patterned cloth to his counterparts from Namibia, Zambia and Zimbabwe. The countries along with South Africa are calling for the ban on the sale of ivory to be lifted, right? And they claim that they'll use the money for conservation projects.
That is just the most fucking backwards ass fucked up shit I've ever fucking heard. I hope someone cuts his fucking feet off and sits on
no, watch this. I bet you, right, all the news that the rest of the planet's getting is elephants are becoming endangered. There's only 5 per 500 square meters. And then, but you go over there and you're like getting crushed by like thousands of them.
It's not just for cutting their fucking legs off and selling them as stools. Giving them as gifts.
No,
as stools.
Here's the data. Elephant poaching.
A fucking stool.
Elephant poaching is a big issue across Africa, and some estimates say 30,000 are killed every year. They're thought to be 450,000 left.
But the thing is, it's very. You're saying it's very high in Africa, it's very low in West Lothian.
So it's
Legalise it in Scotland, fuck it. But nah, I dunno. I just. It's
Is
like
there
China,
nothing else in Africa you could sit on?
Like a rhino horn or something.
No, because rhino, black, is it black rhino? It's extinct.
The,
Vlad the
the
Impaler.
last white rhino, African white rhino, died last year.
Yeah, there was another rhino species 3-4 years ago. Like, I think this is fucking, it doesn't matter nothing. Big animals like that shouldn't be going extinct.
Pretty gross.
Giraffes are now an endangered species.
Actually, they are now.
It's
Yeah, there's more and more. There's thousands like on the brink.
Yep.
As much
Like, are you gonna like hang your fucking medals on yourself for shooting a big giraffe? Like it's a fucking hard target to hit with its 9 foot neck.
never
Shoot an
mind.
ant.
Never mind hunting of these midges.
Dicks, man.
we need open season
fuck.
on the midge. We need to make them extinct.
They didn't
No,
want to go outside.
see,
It'd be like
midges
a
never-
wall of bullets.
midges never bother me, you can see, because of my psoriasis. I'll put my cream on. I don't like my cream, so I can sit there.
I need some of
You
that
should
cream.
rebrand that shit to anti-midget cream. Folk
If it's a
would
steroid
fucking
cream,
buy
then
it.
everybody will be like, I'm suing you because I've no fucking skin left.
That's alright. You didn't force them to buy it. You know what I
Would you
mean?
rather have? So would you rather have skin or skin that was midgie infested and malbitten?
Well, if you've no skin,
Nah, I was going to say it.
I
Just
said that
like,
the wrong way.
Neither, to be
It's got
honest.
vampires closer to me.
if you've no skin, you've no skin to bother.
Would you rather have
Skinny
skin
heads.
or
See, I'm
skin?
not
or-
about that much, so I'd rather the midgie bites. Cause at least I'd feel like somebody wants me.
Well, we'll take you on our next camping trip.
Yeah.
As long as we don't experience that again.
Nah, I just kept like taking. Imagine somebody handing you a foot. The elephant's like.
So final story. CES 2019 sex toy re-awarded robotics prize. A sex toy that was banned from this year's CES tech show after winning an innovation award has been given the prize again 4 months later. The Oze robotic vibrator was originally given the prize by Consumer Technology Association in January. However, the CTA quickly changed its mind and ousted the device, causing outrage.
Apparently,
What?
because
Is there a picture?
No,
there
there's
is-
not. Oh, no, there is
there
a.
is, there is.
There is a.
But basically, because she basically thought that there was loads of male sex products in
want one now, don't
CES,
you?
but because that was a female sex product,
It's
that
like a
got
little
banned.
saxophone.
That's basically how she felt that the situation was handled. Because there's no reason why it should have been banned, because there's sex products in CES anyway.
See if it was a guy's.
No, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
You totally missed that entire conversation. Too busy looking at a
I was too
vibrator
busy
there,
looking at it, I was
Darkside.
showing a little saxophone.
So a little saxophone.
Call it a little saxophone.
Come on, let's crack out this,
I'm
the 80s
100%
saxophone
behind you. I'm
solo.
behind you with a little saxophone.
Don't.
God.
End it. It's done. It's done.
say
Gates and
end it
Letterman,
either.
run. Just go.
No,
just
see, I
get out.
love. I don't own any sex toys myself, but I love hearing couples go mental if their partners they find their sex toy.
What's this? What's this? You pleasuring yourself with me? Well, you were on holiday for 2 weeks. Come on.
Fuck, you were in the bathroom. Like, I didn't care. It's like this is what they're built for. You know, us men, we are so simple. We could have used our hands for the rest of humanity, and didn't need these extra toys. Partner are better. Don't know. Might find out next month. But I just love hearing couples hitting like heartbreak. I can't believe you're using.
No, you see when
whatever
the
toy themselves, you
when the
just-
sex bots come along, women are going to go mental about that. But women have had vibrators, essentially sex robots, for how long?
Aye.
That's going to be brilliant.
It's not
when
really
that
a sex robot unless it's like a proper
Not gonna
AI
lie.
dildo.
Like, so
Not gonna
basically,
lie.
advertising
They're
it's
gonna-
hands free.
You link them up to your mobile phone and you can fucking.
Jesus, how do
Oh,
you know
right.
this? You
Just
fucking
smart
pervert.
vibrators.
See your wee webcam models now. You fucking there.
I'm enlightened. That's how.
I'm
I
not
know,
going
I know what it's lighting up inside you. That's disgusting.
In 15, 10, 20 years, I will guarantee you I will own a sex bot. I'm a seedy dirty bastard.
We've got one right
Oh my
there.
god. Oh, I told you to be looking at you funny all
See
day.
the next time your quarters door jams, just remember that ain't getting fixed.
Just you wait till I'm there in the bottle, mate.
You
shouldn't be shy. Don't ever be shy.
That about wraps up for episode 44
Don't say
of
wraps
the
it up.
Unmonetisables podcast, folks. If you made it this far, we genuinely appreciate your listenership. If you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, gives me pound daffy over on Patreon. And for those watching via the FAWK Chronicles on YouTube, while you're here, feel free to post your cosplay nudes all over that subscribe button. The FAWK Chronicles are part of Indi Scots network. Go ahead, say something sarky. What?
Play your mini saxophone all over that.
I just heard news and I'm just in a different world here, man.
Mini sax. These are some mini sax. Don't answer that. Until next time, this has been Cpt Privilege, Grandmaster Tech, Dr. Darkside, and Gingpin signing off. Coding hailing frequencies, ending communications. I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go play with your mini saxophone.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to buy a sex bottle.
Oh God.
You wrote something really bad, didn't
I
you?
didn't. I forgot to ring. I'm gonna go. Keep it 8 more than 92, maybe 100. Right.
Okay, that was worse than I thought what you were going to come up with.
My outro was better.